Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, JDivine. All right, man, before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, when you hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. But without further ado, let's get up into it. All right, man, finally, we are now going to do an honest review of Insurgency Sandstorm. But make sure y'all sit back, chill, take a pee break, pause the video, get you some popcorn, because you know how I do. But all right, man, so just to basically get you acquainted as to what Insurgency Sandstorm is. Insurgency Sandstorm was a first-person shooter. It was first out on PC back in 2018. Then it just came out this year, 2021, on September 29th. So it is also backwards compatible too. So it's on the PS4 and the Xbox, but if you have the Series X or the PS5, it's backwards compatible. You can play that, and all the games are of course enhanced. So just to get you started off, to give you what Sandstorm is in a nutshell, I'm getting tongue tied. It is if Battlefield and Rainbow Six Siege had a baby. You know what I mean? It has the pace of Battlefield, but it has the damage model of Rainbow Six Siege. And they took into account to all of the ballistics and different calibers. Like, you'll know the difference between a 9mm versus a 50 cal. You know what I mean? So they took into account of a lot of that. The damage model is fantastic. You know what I'm saying? So, but they have 58 weapons total, and there's 8 different classes. So there's Rifleman, Breacher, Advisor, Demolitions, Marksman, Gunner, and Observer. Rifleman gives you pretty much the turn-of-the-mill ARs, and then you have Breacher, which gives you, I believe, Shotgun. Advisor, I believe, gives you like the exotic weapons like the Honey Badger and the AS Val and stuff like that. Demolitions, that's mostly, I mean, the word speaks for itself. Everything, I believe you get the basic weapons, but I think you get more demolition stuff, you know, per se, the name of the class. Marksman, of course, that's your sniper rifles. Then you got Gunner, which is your LMGs. Then Observer is the one where I think you get the exotic weapons plus the ability to call in airstrikes. So that's also that too. When you're making your loadouts, make sure you choose your loadouts carefully, because when you're making these loadouts, you can put on heavy armor, you can put on different stuff that you want to put on. But it also, if you look at the top left, when you're setting your class up, it has a weight meter. So the more stuff you put on, the heavier you'll be, and you'll be slower moving. So you could be light as a feather, just have the MP7 and you rocking with that. Or you can, walk around a Juggernaut, have an LMG, have heavy armor on, and, try to walk around a Juggernaut, but you'll be slow as a tortoise. You see what I'm saying? Then the same as that time, you have different point systems that you can use. As a point system, and there's different points that you can use for certain loadouts. So you have to make your loadouts count. So you could be a rifleman, and say for example, like you might have 10 points, right? And you want the M16A4. The M16A4, that's 2 points. All right, so it leaves you with 2. That leaves you with 8. I'm sorry. That's 2 points already taken away from 10. So you're left with 8. Then you have attachments put on. If you want, let's say, a 4-time scope, a 4-time scope will cost you 3 points. So take 3 away from 8. I'm getting tongue tied again. That leaves you with 5. Then you got to put on a sidearm, also the same as that time. Everything with this point system, you have to choose wisely. So you have to be smart with what you put on. You can't just put on stuff and try to hide behind that. You got to really be smart with your loadouts. Overall view of the game, there's no cheap tactics. And let me make sure I reiterate that. There are no cheap tactics. So all the tactics that you will bring in Warzone and Apex and stuff like that, leave that there. This is a different paced game. This game is solely different for a reason. I have put in over 100+ hours on Insurgency Sandstorm on PC when it first came out, so trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So there's no cheap tactics, no slide canceling, no reload canceling, because the reloads are in stages. I think there are 3 stages when it's reloading. I think you have when you pop the clip out, that's one. When you put the clip in, that's another one. And then before you rack the slide, that's a third one. I believe so, but they're in stages. So you can't, say for example, like if you're going in and you need to reload real quick, right? You have 2 different types of reloads. You have regular reloads and you got tactical reloads. Your regular reloads, say for example, like you squeeze off 4 in a 15-round mag, right? Okay, cool. I need to reload real quick. So when you go to reload, if you just press X or square, I'm on PlayStation, so I hit square. If I hit square, I'll take that mag out, put that mag back, and then put in a fresh mag. Mind you, I hold on to that mag just in case if it get down to the point where I'm down to my last little bit of ammo. That's my last mag that I used, the one that I first took out. Now, if you do a tactical reload, the thing is with a tactical reload, it's faster. You have to double tap the reload button. It's faster, but the only problem is you lose ammo. So that mag that had like 4 or 5 bullets in it left still, you dropping that mag out completely and you can't pick that mag back up. So once you drop that, that's it. But you're sacrificing losing your mag just so you can hurry up and reload to get back to the fight. So you have to remember that. There's no auto aim, and there's absolutely no auto aim whatsoever. If your aim is terrible, you're gonna have terrible aim. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the game will compensate for you, but more times than none, if your aim is terrible all over the place, like sometimes I've had kills where I shot a silhouette around a guy. If your aim is terrible, you're gonna have terrible aim. You know what I mean? But like I said, this game is a totally different first-person shooter. The pacing. Now, this is the part I want to get to right here. Learn the game. Okay, at first when you pick this up, you're gonna die a lot. I will tell you that now. You're going to die a lot. All right. Now, the one mode I recommend you guys to play first is Domination. Domination, if you play Call of Duty, you play Battlefield, you know what Domination is. Play that, learn whatever, learn the maps, because the maps, I believe, they're not the full-scale maps, they're like a condensed version of the full-scale maps. But learn the different weapons, learn the different attachments, learn how to maneuver around the maps, and learn how to pace yourself, because you're going to die a lot. You're not going to be able to slide around gung-ho this and all that. No, there's a totally different pace. You understand what I'm saying? You will die a lot if you don't slow down. So, once you learn it, once you hit that learning curve and you finally learn the game, it is super satisfying. Because trust me, I was once where you were. You know what I'm saying? And once I put in the time and really wanted to learn how to play the game because I liked it, you know what I mean? It was beautiful. It was legit the most satisfying thing in the world. I got a couple of streams up here while I'm playing Sandstorm. I believe the night that it launched, I was playing a little bit of Sandstorm, and I'm telling you, the game is so satisfying. You have to take the time out to really understand the different kind of a first-person shooter that this is. Because this is like, I would say it's milsim, I guess, but the damage model is it's really based off of the different calibers and the different weapons that you're using. So say, for example, like you got sheetrock, right? If you're standing by a sheetrock, you're pretty much a sitting target. You're already a target. You know what I mean? You can shoot through sheet metal and the bullets go straight through, as they should. You might have a brick wall. Now you might shoot a 9mm at a brick wall, and that brick wall is going to hold up. But if I have 7.62 or 5.56 rounds and I'm shooting through a brick wall, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to get that kill, because of course that brick wall is not going to be able to withstand that amount of pressure that I'm putting on that wall. You know what I mean? So ballistics and everything, all that matters. This damage model is probably, like I said, it's just like Rainbow Six. You know what I mean? You have to take into account of where you are. Sometimes, your target might not already be in front of you, but sometimes you can compensate for that and just shoot through the wall and get your kill. You know what I mean? So there's different calibers. You have your 9, you have your 45s, you have your I think you have 5.7 rounds, or whatever rounds the 5.7 has. You have, if I'm not mistaken, I think the 5.7 is in the game. Don't hold me on that. But you have 9, you have 45, you have 5.56, you have 7.62, you have the anti-material rounds, you have 50 cal rounds, and so on and so forth. Like I said, once you boot the game up and you learn how to maneuver with said abilities, and not abilities, but once you learn how to maneuver the game and pace yourself and figure out how it works, once you learn that learning curve, it's the most satisfying thing in the world, I'm telling you. Now, the controls are a little different. I will say that. The controls are different. When you want to switch your weapons, you don't use triangle. Triangle is something totally different, or Y, whatever console you play on. But when you want to switch weapons, you hit R1 or right bumper. That's what you use to switch weapons. If you're trying to do it on the fly, because if you just tap it, it'll bring you to your sidearm. So say, for example, if you want to get to your grenade, right, you have to hold it down, and then you have to press the D-pad down in order for you to pick up your grenade or whatever it is you have for your equipment. You have to do that. Also, you can change the rate of fire using the D-pad. Everything that you want to do to your weapons is on the D-pad itself. You have a laser, you want to turn it off, hit the D-pad. You know what I mean? The only complaint that I have with the controls is, you know how in Battlefield and Call of Duty, right? You know how you can go stand, crouch, and prone, right? And then you can go prone, crouch, stand, or you can go stand, prone, crouch, stand. You know, you can do that. Okay. Now in this game, you can go, if I'm not mistaken, you can go stand, crouch. You can stand, crouch, and prone, but you can't go from crouch to prone. You have to go crouch, stand, prone. I don't know why they never fixed that. And to tell you the truth, that's literally a liability in combat, because there have been several instances where I've been behind like a car or something, and that was my only way of cover. Or say for example, I'm getting shot at behind some kind of cover, and crouching is the only thing that's holding me down, but I need to like hit the deck. So I have to stand up first and then hit the ground, which that literally would get you killed majority of the time if there's a lot of firepower being put down on where you are. So I don't know why they haven't fixed that. I've told them multiple times they need to fix that. They have been patching a few things in the past, like just recently. They just took away 4K and they just put it back recently because there was some kind of issue that they needed to fix, and disabling the 4K would help them figure it out. So the controls are going to take some getting used to, but like I said, once you learn it, everything is good. But I will say this: if you're trying to use voice chat, you have to use L1 or the left bumper in order for you to use your microphone. That's the only way. That's the only going to be able to figure it out, because I had to figure it out the hard way. Stability wise, I play on the PS5, so I don't know I don't know how stable it is on the PS4 or the Xbox, the base consoles. I don't know. I really don't know. From what I've been seeing, some people saying it's been crashing. All I know is sometimes whenever I will load the game up, there's sound bugs where I'll load into the game and all my stuff will load up properly, but the sound won't load up. Everything else around me will load up except the sound of my weapon. Sometimes the textures don't load in all the way fast like they're supposed to, or sometimes when I'm spawning in a weapon, or if I'm spawned in with a weapon, whatever attachment I got put on it, sometimes it doesn't show up. So stability wise, I don't know. I can't really say for a fact that it's stable on PS4 or stable on Xbox. I don't know. You know what I mean? I can't give you that because I can only speak for the next gen side. PS5, I will say it looks like it runs 60 frames a second. It looks like it, but there is frame rate drops. There definitely is frame rate drops. So only time it gets like that is if there's a lot of stuff going on at one time. Like, you know, if you're just looking at the sky, it's going to be super smooth. But say for example, if you have a bunch of people in front of you and there's grenades going off, all these kinds of explosions, then the frame rate is going to drop and you're going to notice it. But as far as it being stable on next gen consoles, it seems to be stable. You know what I mean? Like I said, base consoles, I do not know. I don't know. But overall, I will say Insurgency Sandstorm is a great way to shake up the first-person shooter world, because this is a different spin or a different take on first-person shooters. So I highly recommend everybody to go check this out. This is an indie game company, so I will say that you need to take the time and be patient, all right? Because this game ain't perfect, you know what I mean? So, I was with them in the early stages before it even got to this point. So, you know, be patient, you know, make sure you reach out to them, go follow them on Twitter, go holler at them, make sure you let them know what kind of issues that y'all are having. But overall, I really recommend this game to everybody who wants something different from Call of Duty or Battlefield. And, you know, like I said, once you learn this game and you understand the learning curve and the maps and the pacing, and you learn how to, you know, be smart on the field per se, you know what I'm saying? Once you learn to do that, the game is so satisfying and it's so gratifying and rewarding. And teamwork is definitely encouraged, because I forgot to mention this earlier, but there's also firefight, skirmish, domination, and I believe it's another one. But those are the 3 or 4 modes that you have to pretty much use you know, teamwork on. Domination, not really so much if you want to, but firefight, skirmish, and I believe there's another one if I'm not mistaken. I can't see it right now, but there's another mode. But teamwork is definitely appreciated in this game. Trust me, you'll go a long way. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Let me know what y'all think, man. Shout out to New World Interactive, man. Glad y'all finally got it over the consoles. Shout out to everybody showing love on the channel, man. I really, really greatly appreciate it. It took me forever to make this review, man. I really wanted to like let them figure out all the bugs and get all the stuff ironed out so I can give them an honest review. But yeah, man, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy JDivine, and I'm signing out. Peace.